All right, our next segment is the Community Spotlight. It's sponsored by Gateway Bank. They've been working successfully for more than a decade to earn the opportunity to do business with you. Please welcome to the stage, representing American Cancer Society Community Development Manager, Netta Shaw. Come on up, Netta.
Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So thank you for joining us today, Netta. Tell us a little bit about the history of the American Cancer Society.
Yes, well, the American Cancer Society has been around for a very, very long time. Actually, back in 1913, we were known as the American Society of Cancer Control. And once we reorganized in the 1940s, we became the American Cancer Society. And that's also when we started doing a lot of our fundraising, which we do today.
So as the Community Development Manager, what do you do?
I know, people ask me that all the time. So what my role is with the organization, I'm a part of a team that we oversee a lot of our fundraising activities in the community. So one of my major events is the Relay for Life. How many of you are familiar with Relay for Life? Yes, so that includes Relay for Life of Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, and also Prescott.
So what are some of the biggest challenges you see with the American Cancer Society?
One of the many challenges, which I'm sure a lot of nonprofit organizations face, is still participation and also raising funds. That's why our Relay for Life events are extremely important. Cancer affects more people than you know. And just if I may do a quick survey here in the audience, how many of you have either been directly affected or indirectly affected by cancer by show of hands? And if you look around the room, keep your hands up, it's quite a few people. I was affected by cancer with my mom. I lost my mom to breast cancer when I was 16 years old. So it's another reason why I find being on this side of the fight for her so fulfilling for me.
Wonderful, thanks for sharing that. So do you have any events planned coming up?
We do. We actually concluded the Relay for Life of Mesa event on April 13th, so you missed it. But we have a relay event every spring, summer time. But upcoming for the American Cancer Society, we are doing a brand new event. It's called the Funding the Mission Executive Breakfast. That's happening this fall, September 19th, at a venue in Paradise Valley. So look for information on that. That event is going to highlight 3 of our many wonderful pillars, which includes HPV, education and awareness, ACS-CAN, which is our action network, our advocacy side of the business, and also transportation. Right now, I'm not sure if many of you know some of the services that we offer, but just an example, when my mom was going through her treatments, we couldn't afford a wig for her because we just didn't have that in our budget, and it wasn't free. A lot of the services and programs that the American Cancer Society offers now is wig vouchers for men and women, also transportation to their appointments at no cost. Also, if you know someone or a patient that's going through chemo treatment and they live at a further distance, we cover, if they have to travel into the valley, we have hotel partners with our Hope Lodge program that they get to stay at the Hope Lodge partners' locations at no cost to them. And that's just a few of what the American Cancer Society does for the community that has also evolved over the years since we started. And we're continuing to grow and see how we can better our relationship and support the community, especially the cancer patients and the deadly disease that we fight on a regular basis.
Oh, that's fantastic, because sometimes there's just a rock and a hard place,
yes.
And you guys are there to help
always.
Get through that.
I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask you real quickly, if people wanted to get involved and or learn more, how could they do that?
Great question. You could reach out to myself. Visit our website, which is cancer.org, and ways that you can help, again, support our fundraising activities, become a volunteer. For example, our Relay for Life of Mesa, an amazing event, but we have seen a decline in participation over the years. Mesa Relay for Life used to raise over $150,000. And any money is wonderful and supportive money, but we want to keep that going. We want to keep that fundraising motivation going. This year's the Mesa Relay raised around a little over $30,000. So we would love to see the schools continue to get involved, any businesses and organizations, creating teams and just supporting the organization. And we're happy to come out and educate your employees if they're unfamiliar with us and they're looking for a community organization to support. we're happy to come out to your meetings and share more information on how they can get involved. But that's a great way to do so. And my email is netta.shaw@cancer.org.
Perfect. Well, let's give it up for Netta for coming in today and sharing some information with us. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.